Hello and welcome to Watercooler episode. I'm not sure what episode this is, but the date is May 20th, 2020, and this is the show where I, Chris Loxamana, hang out virtually with my cruel digital buds. We kick it Philly style. With me today is Kaylin Bean here? No. So that must mean Insomniac's not here either. They're both missing today. I am worried about them. And I might have a reason why he's not here. He's probably really mad at me. We'll get into that in a moment. Also, Gary Smith is here.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? Matt Fondiler in the house or outside the house.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. Outdoor Matt's here. And, of course, Mike Dawson.
Hello.
Or Babyface Dawson.
Yeah.
You shaved.
Yeah, took the old clippers to the face on Sunday. Just said, fuck it.
You did. I remember.
It'll grow back. Maybe it won't.
It looks good. I like it. What do you guys think?
I like it.
Why wouldn't it grow back? Like, did you nair your face?
I'll keep shaving.
Oh, okay.
No, maybe I'll keep shaving it.
You're just like, maybe it'll grow back, or maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't.
Maybe I have alopecia now and it'll never grow back. Like, what are you hiding?
I probably should have used better English in that description. Yeah. Maybe I'll keep shaving. I don't know. I haven't seen my face in a while. It's weird to me. I remember what I look like now. It's weird.
There he is. Yeah,
I've had a beard for like 7 years.
And I've been doing the beard myself. Damn. It's getting quite itchy. But I like it, Mike. Looks good. And maybe, yeah, I say keep it shaved for a little bit. Because you should listen to me, in my opinion, about your facial hair.
You're right, because it's a cultural phenomenon.
It is a cultural phenomenon, yes. All right, so Kalen, he's not here, and I'm not saying this is why he's not here, but yesterday he's kind of he's been coming into the studio as well, and he comes up to me before he leaves, and he's like, "Have you seen my wallet? I haven't seen my wallet anywhere." And I'm like, "No, dude, haven't seen it." And I'm just walking around, minding my own business. And then yesterday I get home and I go to put my wallet on the side table. So I reach my pocket, grab my wallet, go to the side table, but my wallet's on the side table. And I'm thinking, and I had a weird moment, like, am I in another dimension? Why am I holding my wallet and seeing it? That was my first thought, not I have Kalen's wallet. It was, am I in another dimension? And
Occam razors, man.
And the other me, just left his wallet there. Now I have 2 wallets, which means I have double the money.
Hey,
that's my first
$6.
That's right. And it turns out I took Kalen's wallet, who has the same wallet as me. So I called Kalen. I said, "Hey, Kalen, how's it going?" He's like, "It's all right." I said, "Remember that time when I told you the story about me taking Adam's AirPods because he had the same case as me?" And he goes, "Yeah." Well, I did it with wallets too, and I told him, and he has the same wallet as me, so I felt really bad. And Kalen said, "Cool," because when I asked you, I had already been looking for an hour, and I've been looking for an hour before I just left after that. So I took Kalen's wallet by accident. It'll be okay. Dawson said he's taking it too, so we all have the same wallet, which might not be the best.
I did. We all have the exact same wallet. Kalen called me, actually. He called me while he was looking. He didn't think to call you.
Well, he saw me in person, and I verbally told him no. Yeah.
He said, "Did you take my wallet again?"
Oh yeah. See, you've had a history.
No, I didn't. I had to check. I had to pull my wallet out and go, "No, I got mine, dude."
Yeah.
I'm one of the only people that doesn't have that wallet, and I've actually had a few different wallets over the years. I've got this one right now, which was a gift from my wife, and I love this thing. But for a long time, I had a wallet that looks like this. You put your cards in here. It's got a clip on the back. You put some cash in there.
The
money clip, but one with built-in area for cards. Yeah, I do too. I've had a few of them over the years. This one right here was a gift from somebody. You can't really see it, but it's got my initials engraved right there. But for a long time, I had one that had a big Old English A inscribed right there on this part of the clip where the money goes. And I'd gotten it at the shop. It was sitting around one day, as things often are at our shop. And I said to Adam, "Hey, I'm sure this was, intended for you because there's an A on it, but it's been sitting there for, a month and a half. And if you don't want that, I don't care if it's got an A on it. I'll take that thing. It was before I'd gotten the one with my initials on it. And he said, yeah, I don't care. Go ahead. So I loaded it up, and that was my wallet for like a year and a half, 2 years. And then one day I'm going through security at Burbank Airport on my way to do a live podcast, God knows where, Phoenix, who knows. But as I went through security, I had Mike August and his box cutter right behind me. And as we got all of our stuff back off the conveyor belt, I went to grab everything out of the little bowl that they give you, where your keys go and your wallet, just the little stuff. And August was coming up hot on my heels, and he sees the bowl, and he looks down, and it is sitting with the inscription A up. And he goes, that's a cool wallet. Where'd you get that? And I said, it was at the shop. I think it was for Adam. That's why there's an A on it. But, I asked him if it was sitting there for, a month or two. And I just said, hey, can I have that? And he said, yeah, I don't care. Go ahead, take it. So, it's a little weird that it has an A on it, but whatever. I rock it. I love this thing. It was about 5 Mississippi, and I could see a weird look on his face. And I was just staring at him, and he goes, I gave those out to my friends as gifts at my bachelor party. And then he just walks away. I was so embarrassed. The A was not for Adam. The A was for August. That was his gift to all of his best friends to celebrate his wedding at his bachelor party. And here I am rolling around Burbank Airport with it. Yeah. It was very uncomfortable. Now, August, luckily, is August and is the Stone Pelican, and I don't think really has feelings. So I'm sure he's never thought about that again. But that was 4 years ago, and I still think about it every time I see a wallet that's that style.
That's hilarious.
I do imagine, actually, which would make it worse, is the A is for Adam, and to all the people at that part, he had him inscribed for.
He might have, yeah. I don't know. It could be either way.
Yeah, because I'd feel weird giving all my girlfriend a wallet with the letter C on it.
C, yeah. Maybe it was for Adam. I don't know.
I've never been so happy to have my George Costanza wallet because I'm the only one here who's never had their wallet mistaken for somebody else's. Yeah. So who's laughing now, bitches?
That's right. Well, we wouldn't get very far. Thing's an anchor.
Look at this.
That can't be good for your back, Matt. You have it.
This is a motherfucking wallet.
That is the thinnest I've ever seen.
This fucking wallet, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus. You must have recently cleaned that out. It used to be a lot
thicker. Up your back.
Don't show your numbers on your whatever though when you flip through it.
Wow.
It'll be all right. It was pixelated out. I was wondering what to get my groomsmen or people at the bachelor party, what kind of gifts to get others as well. I mean, I've got the
cash. Cash works.
What is it?
Is good.
Cash.
Yeah, just
cash.
Give us all like $100 at your bachelor party.
Okay.
Oh man, that would be a baller move.
I forgot my gifts when I went to my bachelor party, and I've got them all still sitting. I don't know if I've given them to YouTube. Most of my guys were out of town, but I've still got a huge bag of my bachelor party gifts in the closet right behind me.
How many?
Nice.
There's probably 10 or 12 in there.
What are they?
Rainbow sandals.
Oh, I'll take those.
I'll take some.
All right.
Wait, why did you say why are you worried just now? What did you realize in your brain?
Nothing.
That's hilarious.
Something happened and I want to know.
Nothing happened. How dare you?
Yeah. Well, I do love that wallet story, and Gary did the right move. Everybody here kind of does this thing because Adam gets sent a lot of stuff from fans. He gets a lot of product from sponsors. And there's always a grace period. You see it in the front room, it gets unboxed, and it just gets put on the front table. And in everyone's brain, if they want it, goes, okay, the clock starts ticking. Because you have to find the sweet spot of Adam waited too long, so we know he doesn't want it. And somebody else didn't get to it first.
Is going to ask him, right.
Yeah, and ask Adam, can I have that? So, Gary won with that money clip and panned out perfectly. Poor Mike August, too. Weirdly, I still feel bad for him, but you're right. He doesn't have feelings, nerve endings, anything like that. So he'll be okay. He'll power through. Also, I know Matt has a Shay, which we'll get to in a moment, but I want to give an update. The wedding parade for my brother went off swimmingly.
Nice.
I just wiped off all the window paint on my car, and decorated the balloons. it was cool. There was a ton of people there. I mean, yeah, I think it was partly just large group of friends and family who wanted to celebrate, and everybody wants to get out of the house. So any excuse to go and drive by a house while they're on their lawn waving, we'll take it. But it was kind of funny. So the plan was everybody meet in a parking lot. There's this park by their house, and they have this huge parking lot. And then they had the route planned out and everything. We'd follow the uncle and his motorcycle. So we all meet in the parking lot. And I pull up, and everyone's kind of like texting, like, "Yeah, we're getting there a little early. We'll car bar it for a little bit and just hang while everyone gets there." Because everyone's meeting like an hour, 45 minutes early, just to get everyone together before we do this huge parade thing. And I get there, and there's already a few cars there, and everyone's kind of just standing outside their car. You kind of have, a White Claw or a Bud Light or something, C-. And then more and more people started coming. And then more and more. And at a certain point, there was a pretty good-sized crowd at this park. I mean, I'm sure everyone's like just outside of their car, they're standing, and I mean, everyone's their kids or dogs. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, this is bad. I'm gonna be in a viral video. I'm like that goes out. COVIDiots. This is us. Like we are seriously, we're having a huge tailgate out here, and I'm now nervous. Like, oh my god, this looks so bad. They're just houses. I'm just looking for blinds to fall down and phones to just pop out of windows because it was weird. Like it was weird being in a crowd. Sure, we were a distanced crowd, but it was still a crowd, and we were able to. It's still I don't know. It was odd. And it didn't feel right. It felt like I was breaking law. I'm like, okay, cops are coming any second. There's gonna be no parade. This is bad, but luckily no cops came. And we painted my windows. I bought some window paint or some window chalk. Went down, hung some balloons.
Tell me, Chris.
What?
Tell me, Chris. Honestly, I got an honest question for you.
Sure, man.
In your single life, and I don't mean just single. I mean girlfriend-less. Would you ever have painted your car?
No.
For an event?
No. I've painted my car 3 times in my whole life. Well, my car has been painted 3 times in my whole life.
Let's be clear for anyone who hasn't seen the photos. You put like shoe polish on your windows. You did not paint your car.
Not paint my car, but yeah, it's window paint.
No, yeah. Signs, yeah.
And it's not that I'm against. Yeah. It's not that I'm against having my car decorated for a moment. It's just I don't want to clean it later. I don't have to deal with that. So that's the only reason, which I actually lagged on doing for a few days.
The whole thing to me smelled like girl. So I was just checking.
I mean, you could tell by the handwriting alone. It's very
important. Of course. Oh, yeah. So write it. You didn't actually even do the writing, right? That is no way do you have that nice of handwriting.
I may have filled in a couple of the flowers.
Dawson, I don't know if you've ever seen Chris sign his name, but he does put a heart over where the dot of the I should be.
That's right.
So
that's just smart.
Or I turn all my O's into hearts. But
garners respect.
Dot the I with the heart. That's correct. Yeah. And we had the balloons and we're driving. I remember we made a turn and this was such a spectacle that neighbors were coming out and waving and everybody's watching and filming. And this lady with these moon boots is just like charging, wait, hold on. And I'm like, oh my God, are balloons falling off? Which they all did. All my balloons, we used the window to hold them down and just rolled the window all the way up and they just slipped right out. But she told us to hold on. And she actually caught up to the car behind us and they're like, what's wrong? She's like, those balloons. And she pointed to some people have balloons of a bride and a groom shape. And she goes, those balloons look like they're humping each other. You got to film that. And she stopped the whole parade to tell a car that these 2 balloons just looked like they were humping each other.
Film it?
I didn't film. Well, it wasn't my car, but there were pictures. Yeah. But anyway, parade went off without a hitch, and yeah, I was the only one wearing a tie.
Good job, buddy.
Like casual.
Just changing gears completely. Definitely not at all associated with what you're talking about. But I would advise people to never take photos of themselves inside a car with an open White Claw in the frame. Just when the trial comes, probably not going to be the best look. So now let's get back to what Chris was talking about, because that was totally not at all associated. Just completely tangent.
I'm glad you brought that up, Gary. I felt like that non sequitur was important.
Thank you.
You know, just just general knowledge. You know, that's the news nook.
News.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary. For that.
Don't mean
Yeah, I also suggest not doing that starting now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so the
Better
parade.
safe than sorry.
Yeah, the parade went off without a hitch. The wedding turned out to be really quick and cool. It was kind of sad. So my mom went with my brother, or she went there to meet them, and it was my brother, his wife, and her mom as well. So the four of them, and they all get out of the car. They have the mask on. They're walking up, because what happens is you wait in your car, and then somebody gets on the loudspeaker at the Honda Center and goes, "All right, Jerry and Sally, please step out of your car and come to ticket booth number 3." And then so they get out of the car, and so they're all four of them are walking, and then they just go, "And thank you for only bringing one guest. One remind everybody." And then they're like, okay, well, they just keep walking, and then it's like, "Once again, just want to thank you for only bringing one guest." So the mom's at Rochambeau on who gets to.
So wait, are they changing the law? Because I thought from my wedding, my memory, you have to have 2 witnesses sign.
Yeah, I guess. Well, only one guest could go, and so you just go up to the ticket booth. They just go sign here, sign here, sign here, and now pronounce your husband and wife. They had a backdrop. You take a couple. You get to take 3 pictures in front of, and then you're out. It's just bing, bang,
romantic.
And then, but it's weirdly kind of cool just because it's such a sign of the times. Like, who else really gets to have weddings like that? So
I think you made the right choice to delay yours a year there, pal.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. Weirdly, I weirdly found it quite beautiful because what's going on. But
I got really drunk at Matt's wedding. I got really drunk at Gary's wedding, and I'm really excited to get really drunk at your wedding.
And I'm really excited for you to get really drunk.
I'm looking forward to it.
So,
looking forward.
Me too. So anyway, the parade went off without a hitch with a hitch.
Ooh, see what he did
there?
You
trickster.
And yeah, it was cool. It was just a cool experience, and I'm glad I happened. All right, before we get into the Shay though, let's do a quick check-in. Start off with Dawson. What's going on with you, man?
I had a great fucking recording session last night with Ted Russell Camp remotely, and Kevin, my guitar player, came over. We mic'd up a guitar, socially distanced, and fucking got some sweet guitar sounds. This record is it's coming together. It's sounding really fucking good. I'm really excited.
I've heard some rough cuts, and it already sounds killer, so I can agree. And what can you tell us about this? How many songs? Do you have a title? When can we?
It'll be 10 songs. I think the record just might be called Southern California. If it had to have an album title, I don't know.
Another Southern California record.
I don't know. Nothing too tongue in cheeky. But
about Southern COVIDfornia.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
Wow. The comedy gene is just fucking flowing on the show today.
If you don't take it, I will.
Good.
No,
Lord.
it'll be 10 songs, and I think we're gonna press some vinyl, and then the rest will just be available for purchase on Amazon or whatever. And we were talking about this. We're probably gonna do one of these freaking Zoom things as a record debut party. Got to figure out how to do it right going in, But the idea is that the four of us will all be at our various places, and I'll be able to share computer audio, and we'll go through the songs and just play them and sit there and listen live and talk about the record and
behind the music.
Right. And it's funny. I was thinking about this, and I was like, I don't think anyone has ever done, widely a record release party like this. And I think after this whole fucking pandemic thing, people are gonna start doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very cool. I think it's going to be really cool. It's the band talking about the songs and your first chance to listen, and it's good quality audio. So throw your headphones on and check it out. But we're probably a few more vocal tracks to do, a few more guitar tracks, but most of the meat and bones is in there, and it's
got a stew going, baby.
It's really sounding amazing. I'm really impressed with what Ted was able to do.
Looking forward to hearing it.
I agree. Yeah, and you're right. The listening party virtually, like, think about all the things that have changed because of this time. So, movies getting released digitally from now on. Everybody knows what Zoom is. Like, Dawson and I looked at each other the other day and we went, I don't think we're ever going to take a phoner from a guest again. Like,
right, because the Zoom just sounds so much better, and then we put them in the room.
Yeah, we put them in the room. You can see, everyone can see each other.
Telephone's obsolete, but we'll have people calling, obviously, but never again will we put a guest on the phone. Makes zero sense now.
Yeah, this is just so much better, and it's worked, as far as I know. And yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of changes when society gets back together as far as just how things operate. But I could see everyone's just a little more like used to how the internet works and making all this virtual stuff go well. So I'm curious to see how it all pans out. Concerts, I'm still curious and what's going to happen there.
Yeah, I actually got a text from Angela Petrilli. I did her Instagram live thing a few weeks ago, and she asked me to do it again coming up on June 20th. And she's like, "How are you?" And I'm like, I'm good. I'm busy. I'm getting a lot of work done, but I really want to go to a show.
Yeah.
I want to go see a band play really bad.
Yeah.
So. I think we all do.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I want to mosh so bad.
Oh yeah, dude. Just fucking punch someone in the face.
Right.
Tug on a shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Crowd surfing.
Yeah. You're not really listening to the music unless you're throwing your body into somebody else.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to feel it. I want to feel it.
I think it was Liberace who said that first.
Yeah. Gary, what's going on with you? What's the latest?
Or Barry Manilow, maybe.
Not a whole lot, man. We knocked out a new Dave's of Thunder last night.
Yes, we did.
I got another podcast right after this, and then a place that you know pretty well, Naples Rib Company, I've got coming tonight for dinner, and I'm super excited about it. So.
Well, you know what I had come to me over the weekend?
What's that?
Some C-nibs.
Ooh, yummy.
Hell yeah, me too.
They were delightful. So thanks to Chunk Nibbles. That's right, Chunk Nibbles sent me some product, and it was quite nice. S'mores.
So good.
Butter.
Unofficial sponsor.
S'mores is the best, I think.
Yeah, that one's amazing.
I think I like the s'mores too. I like the marshmallow, crunchy with a chewy marshmallow texture.
What's your guys' win play show, as Damashek is fond of these days? Let's win play show the flavors. Chris, you go first.
I'll go s'mores. Win place is peanut butter, an original-ish show, and they're all 10s, but I'm just if I had to choose, I will choose.
Goss?
Say it again.
What's your win play show? First, second, and third for the Chunk Nibbles flavors.
S'mores first place, followed by the peanut butter, followed by original. But
Maddie?
I've been craving chocolate milk. I think the original with chocolate milk.
Interesting.
Probably be a fucking killer combo.
When's the last time you guys had chocolate milk? I haven't had chocolate milk in years.
No,
me neither, for sure.
I'm missing out.
Come on, guys. You got to buy the big tub of the Quick at Costco. Yeah.
You do Quick?
Nestle Quick, yeah.
It sounds good. I mean, now I really want chocolate milk. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's not something I come across often.
Yeah, same. I can't
All
remember.
right, Matt, last one. What's your power ranking?
Yeah, so I would marry the original, fuck the s'mores, and kill the peanut butter.
Wow,
that's what you asked, right?
That is so incorrect, but I like the way you did it.
Thank you.
I mean, everyone's allowed to be.
Use that, by the way. Send him that clip.
Yeah, I actually sent my cousin the clip of Dawson saying they're better than crack. I sent it to my cousin and my cousin's father.
Yeah.
No response from either of them. I even added the Chunk Nibbles logo at the beginning and the end. I did some production on that video. They've never acknowledged it.
Hashtag
like it never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use for the record, I agree with Chris and Dawson. Although the s'mores and the peanut butter, on any given day, you could convince me that one is better than the other. I think original only falls to third for me because I've been having that one for 20 years, as that was the original, recipe that we've been doing within the family forever. But chunknibbles.com, code Woof Woof for 10% off. Thanks for the shout out there, Chris.
Great stuff.
Right. And Matt, what's going on with you before I get to your shit?
What's up?
What's life like?
Oh man, it's been pretty good. I took a much needed week away from my true crime life to enjoy some movies and do a little socially distanced pool party with the family.
Wait, how does that work? Oh, sorry, socially distanced. I thought you meant I was thinking virtual.
No, although that would have been pretty fun too. A little dangerous to have a laptop when you're in the pool, but no, socially distanced. So I had one of those pool noodles so I could be in the deep end because my feet won't touch the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
you mean any end of the pool?
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point.
For me, at least.
So that was good, and
you're allowed to make those jokes, but I call you an altar boy, and I'm an asshole.
Yeah. I was gonna say Chris said it, so But anyway,
I'm like Eminem in that final battle, 8 Mile. I say all the stuff to myself first, and then you got nothing. You got nothing.
It's true.
I think you got some spaghetti on your sweater.
That's right.
It's vomit that's on the sweater.
I know.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It's mom's spaghetti, but it is vomit. It's spaghetti vomit.
Yeah, who's to say there's not spaghetti within the vomit?
Yeah.
I'm not asking questions here.
Who knew that Eminem, like when writing that song, that those lines would just be iconic with his brand after that? They'd probably just throw like, oh yeah, vomit my sweater already, mom's spaghetti, and then just keep going. Like, we got some really deep stuff here. Then everybody just quotes the mom's spaghetti line.
Yeah. I mean, he does say that there's vomit on his sweater. He's obviously looking at it, and that's when he says mom's spaghetti. So I feel like what I said was true.
It is true.
It is.
Unless in that moment he's having a flashback to eating spaghetti. But I mean,
have we gotten into Shea Fondiler? Is that what's on the menu? Mom's spaghetti?
No. Let's do it. Let's do some Shea.
Look, everybody wants to know, but Gary most of all.
I do want to know, because I only got a few minutes left here. What's on the menu?
Well, sir, since you asked specifically, you sent a text. It was 2 different grilled cheese sandwiches. One of them was cut diagonally. One of them was cut vertically.
Oh.
And it said triangles or rectangles or something like that. And apparently this is blowing up the internet.
Now, to be very clear, the reason that I sent the text, and I'm very glad that you brought this up because I had completely forgotten about this, but I can try to find it if it matters. But what it said was triangles or squares. And it was driving me insane because when you cut a fucking grilled cheese down the middle, it creates rectangles.
Yeah,
you have murdered the square and made rectangles, and when you cut it diagonally, it does in fact make triangles. So that was what was freaking me out. But go on, please.
I do have the picture here, and I'll share it. And I'll tell you honestly, I thought you were sending it to us for the actual food debate. I also thought what the fuck, square doesn't make sense. So I was just editing right now for the sake of clarity. But you're right, it does say square or triangle. But I think the question at the heart is really rectangle.
I'm curious how you thought this was a fucking grilled cheese.
That part I also forgot. That's hilarious.
Obviously,
it's obviously
like
not
a
a grilled
BLT
cheese.
or something.
It does look like a BLT.
It's
It
grilled.
might be a sheck. It might be a Sheckwich. I don't know. There might be mustard on there.
Oh God. Well, listen. I think again, let's just get to the heart of the question here, which is when you're making a sandwich, regardless of sandwich, what's the proper way to cut it? Do you cut it diagonal or do you cut a straight line down? Now, I feel very strongly about this. I've been thinking about it a lot.
There's a right answer.
There's a right answer.
I think there is a right answer. I guess I will go first here, and you guys can yay or nay me here. All right, here's what I think ultimately comes down to. In order to answer the question, you have to ask yourself, how do you feel about crust? If you like crust,
that's absurd.
Excuse me.
It's
Sir,
the same amount of crust either way.
That's absurd. It's the exact same amount of crust.
Sir, you'll have your time.
He's minimizing corners. He's minimizing
I'm about to
corners.
put you in the waiting room, son.
Yeah.
Dawson is on the right track here. If you are
said no one.
I will have my time, sir. You will have your time after me. If you are a fan of the crust, the correct answer is you cut it in a straight line down the middle. And the reason you do that is to preserve the four corners of the sandwich, which again, if you are a crust fan, nothing better than those corners. Now, I appreciate the diagonal cut. It's really more for presentation though. You want to have more of the sandwich exposed. That's the reason you cut it diagonally. But when you do that, you are butchering two of those valuable crust corners into what? Just straight lines of crust? No. And thus I say, every sandwich I've personally made, again, I appreciate the diagonal cut when I go to a restaurant. It looks beautiful. But every sandwich I have personally made, you cut that baby right down the middle, maximize the corners. I'll have my seat now. Thank you. Thank you.
Before Chris and I go on to dunk on you for how incorrect that is, I'd like to give you guys a graph illustration of this Shea Fondiler segment. And right there where it falls off is where you said Dawson is on the right track here. How dare you? How dare you?
Diagonal looks like a diagonal sandwich.
I never said I agreed with Matt. I said
I'm not, and I'm not Dawson. And Dawson, I'm not coming after you. I'm sorry you got caught in the crossfire here, but Matt is just so incorrect. It's painful. Absolutely diagonal. Absolutely. That doesn't make him correct. That just means that he gets to talk about
children
food.
cut their sandwiches diagonal.
Yeah, Matt.
Exactly.
That was
Exactly.
Take, but it was the wrong take. If anything, you took away all credibility that you have in hosting a food.
The only exception, and I mistakenly bought square white sandwich bread. I usually buy wheat. Yeah, I cut it right down the middle. Squares. I go for squares. No. Fucking. I bought white sandwich bread, and I never buy white bread, but I bought it by mistake. Whatever. And I'm like, well, shit. It's club sandwich time. So I started putting the extra piece of bread and throwing bacon on the sandwich. And when there is a possibility that the sandwich is so high that cutting it in the middle may make it fall apart that way, that's when you cut it diagonal because it stands up better.
Again, part of the presentation.
It's on the menu.
Look, I am not against presentation. I always say you eat with your eyes first. But
you didn't go to medical school, right?
it's a turn of phrase. But the reason the diagonal cut is superior is you get the angle, and you get to put the angle in your mouth and get a better bite.
Exactly. Not only does it look better, but it is much more functional.
Otherwise, if you have sausage,
efficiency.
What are we talking about?
You're getting mayo cheeks, baby. I don't want that. I want a nice, clean bite.
Thank you.
And by going angle first into the mouth. You want the acute angle, excuse me, the acute
Wow,
angle.
I did not know that eating a sandwich was so difficult for you
It doesn't have to be.
This is
No one
crazy.
said it was.
Okay.
No one said it was
Hold on.
difficult.
Let's bring this wallet back. Okay. This
Let's not.
wallet, this represents the shape of a rectangular sandwich. Okay. Now, I'm not suggesting that you be some monster and attack the middle of the sandwich so that you get shit all over both sides of your mouth like a Joker smile. There are fucking multiple corners with which you can put the same angle that you're talking about into your mouth.
Sandwich.
All right, Matt.
It's not that
So
hard.
let's
And guess what
so let's
happens?
hold the.
You get 2 delicious corners of crust in the end instead of just what, your very last bite at the end? That I said.
Who eats sandwich for the crust? I'm fine that the crust is there. I like crust, but I'm not crust focused.
This is how I started the conversation. It depends on how you feel about crust.
Oh,
If you put this corner in your mouth and take a bite there, and then you put this corner into your mouth and take a bite there, you're left with a jagged wasteland of fucking shit that is going to squirt all over the place when you take your third bite. This is a nonsense way to eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
Triangle is the only answer. Chris and I are the only people on this call that are not monsters, and I will thank you and Dawson to kindly fuck off, and I will say good day, sir.
That's what's on the menu.
Well, resorting
That
to
is what
language
is
at
on
the
the menu.
end.
You know what? That is what is on the menu, Matt. You don't even get to close your own segment. I say feh.
I'm going to tweet out this exact same picture.
Wow.
We're going to put it to the listeners here.
Yeah.
And you and Dawson are going to be embarrassed come next Friday. Make
sure to tweet out your wallet defense too. People are going to want that.
Let's make one thing clear.
It's going to help you.
I don't care how you eat your sandwich.
Yeah.
But
It's obviously me and Gary versus Matt and Dawson. You guys are on a team.
No, it's sanity versus insanity. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Fucking
Matt,
monsters.
when was the last time you had a diagonal sandwich? Just try it. Just try it again.
Like that I've prepared myself. Again, I am forced. They're forced upon me anytime I order a sandwich at a restaurant.
Oh, so professionals do it that way too.
Yes, for the presentation. That's
Matt.
what I'm saying.
Not helping.
I'm just repeating something I previously said. That's part of my argument.
Yeah.
I understand the restaurants do it that way for the presentation. I'm just saying any sandwich that I'm making at home, I'm cutting it the right way.
Might as well just cut it in a circle. You monster.
You know what? Maybe I will. I'll have a fucking crust deliciousness all to myself at the end. But again, you don't like crust. You claim to like crust, but obviously you don't like crust.
Matt?
So.
Matt, how dare you? If we are eating a sandwich, no matter how it is cut, we are all eating the same amount of crust. We like presentation as well as flavor distribution and not getting our fat faces disgusting with mayo and chipotle, whatever. Like, how dare you? No, this is just.
Oh, so now it's my fat face. It's
my fat face. It's my fat face, Matt. It's about
you
my
really
fat face.
You have difficulty eating a sandwich and getting it all in your mouth.
There's only one solution.
I didn't know this was a major problem.
Well, Kaylin could be a tiebreaker next episode, so we have that. Also, Matt is going to put it out online on his
hashtag how you eat your sandwich.
Yeah, and just put, do you want it the right way or the wrong way? We'll know what it means.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we got it.
That's what's on the menu.
Yeah.
Woof.
Controversial.
All I wanted to do, by the way, was just dunk on whoever tweeted that for the fact that they're rectangles and not squares. But I'm glad that we did that because that was a fun debate where 2 people are clearly sane and 2 people are clearly monsters.
We'll let the internet decide. By the way, I don't know how to do a poll. Does someone know how to actually do a Twitter poll? Because maybe they'd be more effective in tweeting it out. I would just literally tweet the picture out and then be really confused.
Text me the picture and
okay.
Text me back the picture and I'll do it.
Sure.
All right, Gary got it. We're all riled up. We're hot and bothered. No better way to end the show now. Leave them wanting more. So let's get our plugs in, and we'll start off with those that are wrong. Matt, you go first.
Well, I mentioned before, I've got another true crime episode available on Sword and Scale, number 162. It's one of the more fucked up stories I've ever worked on. It really fucked me up working on it. So if that's not enough of a tease, I don't know what else is. I'll also follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondiler. There you go.
Yes, follow Matt and what a sell. I probably won't listen. I'll download it. I won't listen to it. Okay.
I appreciate it. Listen, it's not for everybody, but if you want to hear a true story that is fucking horrifying. It gave me nightmares. So there you go.
All right, will do.
Yeah.
Mike Dawson. So with you.
Yeah, I heard what you said, Matt, and I just forgot it. Was it a movie? Oh, your true crime thing.
Yeah, my true crime show. Yeah, Sword and Scale.
Okay, yeah, sorry. At the end of it, I thought you had recommended a scary movie. That's what my head went. Yeah, I was like, it's like I didn't even hear the name of the movie.
See, this is the mind of someone who cuts their sandwich down the middle.
He's on your team, Matt.
That's all right.
That's great. That's great.
I'm kidding. Dawson, do you have a plug? You have a suggestion? Someone to check out?
I do. I'm giving away an audiobook for free. The Miracle Man by Buck Storm, read by me. Download it now. Just go to my Twitter at Los Angeles, and it's the pinned tweet. It'll be there for about a month. It's been there about a week already since Sunday, so a few days. But it's free. Download it. Enjoy it. It's a killerly told story. Buck's an amazing writer. Check it out.
All right, will do. And very generous of you, Mike. And that's at Los Angeles. All right, Gary, so about you.
Days of Thunder, chunknibbles.com, code Woof Woof. And if you're a monster, try cutting your sandwich diagonally and thank me later.
And as for me, the Kalen Challenge has been sweeping the nation by storm. We have a few submissions. And remember, for those who don't remember or didn't get a chance to listen to our last episode, Kalen, for show and tell, decided to show off his shorts. Dawson wasn't there for show and tell.
Shorts.
Or Gary's shorts. He was wearing Gary's shorts, and his show and tell were the shorts that Kalen was wearing at the time. And he holds them up, so we're all wondering, when did you take off those shorts during the show? And people have been going on YouTube taking screenshots of when they think Kalen took off his shorts. Pixel Fun even did a great rendition of Kalen doing it as well for the hashtag Kalen Challenge. Well, submissions are still open. We can't confirm yet until Kalen comes back, so we'll still be taking your entries. And as Gary and I said, we'll send out some chunk nibbles if you get it right to a select few. So make sure to let us know when you think Kalen took off his shorts during Friday's water cooler. All right. I'm plugging the Kalen Challenge. It's still going. So
nice.
Make sure to tweet us your screenshots at Los Angeles. All right. Thanks so much for hanging with us. We'll be back for show and tell. I'm in Houston on Friday, so I'll be zooming in from Houston.
Good luck.
Which should be fun, yeah.
Are we still going to do a show Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a slightly different time, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. Cool.
So that'll do for Water Cooler. Thanks so much. We love you, and we'll see you Friday. Goodbye.